So why does P-Bat live in China?
He does not live in China. I don't think you know what China is.
Well, why does he sleep like he lives in China?
I don't know what he's doing. He's working. He like made plans to do stuff tonight, and it was a thing. And I get it. It's fine. We did it. I know what it was.
Everyone.
It's because I was like fucking around with what do you call? With different stuff. Okay. I was fucking around with audio devices, and that's
descriptive.
That's what messed it up.
Hi. Anyway.
Hey, Brandon.
It's a wild Brandon.
We're live, by the way. I hope you saw some of the stuff I sent you at the last minute. I had some audio trouble.
I'm looking at it now.
That's great. You can look at it as we go. That's how we'll do it. We did it, Reddit. DM Brandon is banned forever. Is that what we wanted?
What? Yes.
Yeah. Are you sure? You wanted to be banned? Brandon? Team? Hello?
Hi. I'm reading the things that I just saw posted because I was driving home when you sent
Oh
them.
my god, you love driving and tweeting.
What?
Chris loves driving and tweeting.
I tweet when I'm at red lights.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, put my logo up, bro.
Oh, you're not gonna do a camera?
I told you, Skype uninstalled itself, not reinstalling Skype.
Oh my god, looks like Chris, I could just add you to a Skype call. And you just do that.
Yay!
Because I don't have to set anything up. That makes things easy. Easy. Oh my god, it's like almost perfect. It's like very much almost perfect. I'll just let it slide like that for now. Cool, cool, okay. Alright! We did it! We did it, boys! Fats, how are you doing, man? You back?
Where's Paperbat?
P-Bat cannot attend.
Why?
Not sure.
I hate him now.
I mean, it was we did put this together on short notice. I understand doing something is better than nothing, so that's what we're doing. I don't know. He claims to be very busy, but I see him playing The Witness on Steam. He's like, I had plans. Like, to me, when he says I have plans, that means like going out and doing something. But for P-Bat, it means playing a game. He's like fucking home. He can't give me an hour. Which is a shame. And Brandon launches Adventure Capitalist. There we go.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I can see
Always
it!
in
I can see it!
Probably use my actual logo instead of the joke one.
Send it to me. Send me a file. I have to have the
Look,
physical
Who's
file.
just did that
Where is it?
in your chat.
It's in my chat.
My current logo until I make a new one.
I
makes
rebooted my
sense.
computer, dude. It's not there. I'm not scrolling up. It's also not there. Oh, there's Fats for your logo. Found it. You guys make me do so much work for this.
You
Fats.
Oh
don't.
my
You just
God.
do that and you're done forever. Shut the hell up.
Hey, come on now.
Jeez, other DM Brandon.
Stop. You didn't. Just because you have the same headset now doesn't mean.
You're the same, dude.
No,
Same.
wait.
You have the same headset as me, not him.
Same.
No, I got the one that he recommended.
Same.
Yeah, the one I have.
Wait, what do you have?
Game ones.
What?
I have
That's
game
what.
ones.
Wait, then how come you guys sound so good? See, I tried to configure
Because
it,
you suck.
and like it's strictly worse.
You might have gay interference.
Then-
I don't know.
That I turned that off, and it sounded better, but still, it's still, it's still
DM
not
sure
as
that you
good.
remove the feature.
It's like, it was off. I gotta troubleshoot it with Lats after, because if not, I'm returning it. I mean, granted, this headset is really comfortable. I'll give you that, Brandon. But the audio is just not as good as my Blue Yeti, which is like absolutely crazy. So, do you guys feel ready enough? Can we start going with this?
I
I'm
suppose.
here. I'm here.
You just
I'm
need to be
here.
present. Lord Brando must be present. You guys aren't even like talking to me. Like, I like to get dialogue before we start the show and then
I
roll
don't want
in.
to talk to you.
No,
today,
come on.
dude.
That's what this is. That's what a podcast is.
We ain't friends.
Fats, you're treading on thin ice here.
What is ice, bro?
It's a white person thing.
Actually, I live in Boston. It's kind
What?
of my thing too.
Wait, no, you guys got black ice.
Black ice.
You know how Key and Peele did that sketch about calling black ice black guys?
No.
Okay, good. Well, I didn't know about it, and I had always like kind of said, "Oh yeah, better watch out. There's black guys on the street tonight," and people would be like, "That's pretty funny, Sam," and I'd be like, "Thanks, it's great." And then Key and Peele came out with that sketch, and now I feel fucking stupid.
Cause you got jacked.
Yeah, I guess I got jacked by the
You got
coolest black
DM
guys.
Brandoned.
I got DM Brandon
You
by
got
Key and Peele.
DM'd.
It's not a good feeling. But I'll tell you what is a good feeling. Welcome to episode number 15 of Podcast Simulator. I am Smatter. We're going to talk about some video games and some nonsense and stuff that's happened in the past maybe a week and a half since we didn't really do an episode last week.
Woo!
We'll call it because of the snowstorm or something. Which is definitely not the reason why we're doing that. So Brandon, you're here.
Yes.
Yes? You make it sound like you're tentative about being here.
No. Yes.
Great.
Don't talk to him, dude.
That's
Yes.
like when people answer the phone and say, like, hello, yes, you know?
This is dog.
Yeah, oh yes, this is dope. People really do that. If you've ever gotten calls that from like strangers where they say, "Hello, yes, is this, you know, Sam?" I almost said my full name and title.
Mister.
Yeah, no, Mr. Sam. Well, so Fats, we know you're here.
Yes.
Oh, that
Yes.
delay. That delay. Yes, nice.
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
And last, Chris, you're here.
Yeah, hi.
How was traffic on your way home?
Red lights. I don't know.
But what do you mean you don't know? Did you black out and drive? Because that's bad.
I mean, it's just I drive so much I don't notice it anymore. I don't know what to say about it.
You drive so much you don't notice it anymore?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call up Chris Christie, and he's gonna have to make you take their driver's test again. If there's one thing he has power over, it's the roads.
Well, it's certainly not the voters.
Political humor. Yeah, welcome to Political Simulator. What did we joke? What did we call this? Politics Simulator.
Politics
go.
simulator.
There's the joke, everybody.
And
And we're
later
done.
we'll be doing, I think, political candidate simulator, in which we'll be flipping coins and seeing who gets to be the president of the podcast.
Oh yeah, actually, let's flip a coin right now so you can be the host tonight.
It has
Okay.
to be three coins.
It
Three
has to be
coins.
6
specifically.
coins, actually. 6 times.
Okay, how about this?
Six times.
we're gonna-
And she won all 6, which
We're-
is good. Which is good, because if she wins, that's good, because I wouldn't want an unlucky president.
Well, I mean, she might argue that she's already unlucky because she was born woman.
Oh.
Boo.
Come on, that's part of her
Boo.
platform. Hold on, I'm trying to find something to flip, but all I have is my social security
Her
card.
platform has nothing to do with her being a woman. It's about 9/11, and the last time I saw, she quoted Star Wars, and that was the end of, the end
Oh
of that
yeah,
shit.
that made you hate her, didn't it?
Yes.
I don't have any coins to flip. So
That means you just get to be president.
sweet. Oh, okay, great. I'm fucking Iowa. I'm deciding for myself in a really, really shady fashion.
Yeah. Again.
Again, like every time. If anything, this election has highlighted, and every election has highlighted, that Iowa does not have their fucking shit together.
I hate to break this to you, but in New Jersey, if a vote's undecided, do you know what we do to decide who wins?
What?
We pull a name out of a hat.
I mean,
Do not.
it's like fucking bingo.
Same.
Yeah, same, Brandon.
Same.
Nice.
So great. I guess I'll be Hillary Clinton today. But yeah, she's such a bitch. I should have started the podcast with saying, "Welcome to the podcast, everybody. Fuck Hillary Clinton."
God bless.
If you're here to hear good things about Hillary Clinton, you've come to the wrong place. And if you really do support her and you want to have an intelligent discussion about it, we'll talk later. But otherwise, get the fuck out of here. Okay? Okay,
By the way, when he says we'll talk later, he means you and him, like not me.
Oh yeah, that's right. So
Or
don't
me.
think you can
Bye.
dick grab at Brandon by grabbing
Dick
my dick.
grab.
Dick grab. I mean, people do think that, like, oh, because I know Brandon in real life, we can dick grab at him. Right?
Okay.
Can you stop saying dick grab? I'm feeling really unsafe.
You also said it.
What? No, it didn't. Is this
Uh,
recorded?
yeah, it's
Shit!
recorded.
Shit!
Fats, I can't wait for you to run for office. Alright, so first thing we got up, the
If
biggest...
Fats were to run for anything, he wouldn't be Fats anymore, and that's just
Ah,
Nice.
Brandon, I'm hilarious. My fans are called the Brandonites.
I don't fucking know.
You were really grasping at that one.
Brandonites, bro. You don't know, man.
Brandon.
Is
We
that a
are
Pokemon?
Brandonites.
Beat by Brandonites.
No, that's the Malians.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was last week, or a week and a half ago.
Dude, the millions are fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
every time I listen to that, I laughed at myself because I'm like I'm dead inside. All right, so the first big thing to come out of the last week, and actually the last day, would be there's a series of changes to Hearthstone. People are calling that like Hearthstone's magicification.
Is that
What?
where they're actually calling it Hearthstone now instead of Hearthstone?
Oh, come on! Can we let that go? Wait, okay. Can we settle this before we move on with the H game? Can we have some preparation?
What is
H?
Can you not?
Hearthstone?
I'm gonna leave. Where's PBAT? PBAT, let's play 2-player whatever you're playing.
Ew, you wanna play it with P-back?
What is he playing?
The
Minecraft.
Witness.
All right,
Minecraft.
2-player Minecraft.
Isn't that the Witness?
All I did was say, hey, give me blocks. I don't want it. You do
I don't
it.
want to.
Give me
I don't
blocks.
like. I don't like blocks.
You should just go to
Hello?
doctor's office and play
I'm
with
Brandon.
them.
I'm here to puzzle. Hello.
Okay. Oh, nice one, Moji.
Wait, what?
It's a Moji joke.
She uses puzzle as a verb.
No, that whole setup is one of the funniest Moji jokes.
Is it?
It
She
sounds
says, "Hello,
funny.
I am Moji. I'm here to bow."
I don't.
You know how? God damn it! My
Is it-
solar
is this like-
Flocka.
Is this like urban humor? I don't. Think
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Is this like Boston humor?
DM, you are basically an inner city black kid. Like, stop.
Hey, hey,
What?
I'm.
You are by far the blackest white man I know because you were just all sorts of ignorant.
Yeah, you're also
Shout
like
out to the FGC.
you're also like the gayest straight dude I know.
Oh, I'm way gayer than you are.
Dude, you're inner city gay dude. Inner
He's
city
everything.
black gay dude.
Inner city gay black dude.
Oh my god.
Blessed.
Yeah, you're very rare to find, so I guess we're blessed to meet you.
Blessed.
So Hearthstone. What do we? Can we settle this actually? I really.
Blizzard
hard-
cards.
it's
Blizzard
hard.
cards.
It's
Can
hard.
you say Hearth?
I mean,
Hearth.
you can, but we don't anymore. Blizzard said the word hearth. That's what it is.
God.
They made the game, man.
Blizzard also said we couldn't get into the Overwatch beta.
The only time that the creator is wrong and the way that something is said is the guy who created GIFs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
But
guy's
yep.
fucking wrong.
That guy's a twat.
Yeah, I will yield to Blizzard. I will not yield to that piece of shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Fuck that guy.
He's like, actually, it's Jeff.
It's like, actually, it's not.
Oh my god, he's the fucking worst. Alright, so the biggest changes they've made, they're creating a format that they're calling standard, which is what Magic calls it.
Yeah, this is just Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's an obvious cash grab. It does work for Magic. One of the big things that Magic has that Hearthstone doesn't have is that, like, there are rotating sets of cards. Like, Magic has a release schedule. They do, what is it, 3 sets a year? 3 or 4?
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I know they changed it up. It used to be like 3 block sets, and now it's like 2 block sets. I don't think anybody knows for sure.
I don't have money
I,
for that.
I think it's 3.
I think they changed to a two thing format, like one large set, small set, and they were going to do more of them or something. There was a reason why. There was like a big thing. Unless they've reverted from that. I know that was years ago.
But I don't think it's a cash grab. I mean, like, this is what card games have to do to survive.
They need to create a system. They need
Right,
to
but the
create some
issue
competitive
is-
season.
I mean, power creep exists as a term because
Oh,
of card
yeah.
games. There's no way to keep releasing sets with cards that are going to be balanced against cards that already exist. I mean, you'd run out of ideas in a heartbeat. So for them to create a new standard format, which will take place every time a new set releases, it makes sense to keep this game to be a relevant esport and in the eyes of the public.
The thing is, though,
Yeah.
that this announcement came without the release of another set. And
Right, which I
there's
think is
not-
awesome.
There's not that much content.
I
That's
mean,
what
not
people are
yet.
saying.
they're good, but this allows them to make more content.
Yeah.
When you have a game like this, the other issue with power creep is not only do you not get the ability to make unique cards anymore, but you begin to have some ludicrous combos come out. I mean, Magic's like full, like every card format ends in a turn or two.
I want,
So-
like, Savannah Lions back in every set. Let's do it.
Why?
No.
I don't
No,
want to
thank
see memes.
You love vanilla creatures, man.
You know it, man.
Isn't that the white one for 2/1? That's one, right?
Yeah, dude, this
What
shit
the
is
hell did you
broken.
just say?
Yeah.
The white one
They've
that's
re-
2-1 for 1? What's
Yeah,
happening?
it's a 2/1 power.
You know, I
Power
bet
does
if we said it
2/1.
was a black one for 2-1, you would just be excited. All right?
No!
It's February, and
I
I
would be
don't want you to
confused as
do this.
well.
You're
I
ruining
would
the
think-
podcast.
Yeah, it is Black History Month, fats.
I would think we were worth only 2. 2 of us equals 1 of you. That'd be racist.
Oh my god.
Hey, you
But
said
to hear
it, right? Like-
To hear that only the whites are equal as whites, I'm okay with this. 2 whites equals 1 white. Is that like Sign and Smatter make up half a DM Brandon?
Wait, that's really weird. Maybe that's where he gets his gayness from. If so, where does his
Definitely
inner
gets his fucking unstoppable anger from Cyan.
Oh, he might get my goofiness and love of fashion.
Love of fashion.
You know me, always up on the latest fashion
Love
trends.
of fashion.
I just love clothes. I
The way
actually
you
bought
said that
them.
was great.
Thank you. That's why I said it that way. Not that I knew it was
Love
going to
of
be great
fashion.
before it came out. Anyway, so here's some of the thing like with Magic is they have these rolling sets and they create the standard and it creates a sense of urgency, right? So there's a need to want to participate in the current set more than just it's being new. Because in Hearthstone's current state, you basically just can use whatever, and there's just like a pretty stale meta, and that's some of the complaints I've heard. Until a new set comes out, you do nothing. So what they're doing is creating a standard. Oh god, they're getting ahead of it, right? I forget what I was gonna say. I just fucked my point.
Cool.
Don't kink shame.
I'm sorry. The point is they're trying to make it relevant, right? So they're making their new set land with more impact rather than just okay, this gets shuffled into the pool of already existing themes and deck tropes, right? Even though new sets did shake up old sets, it's not that they're defined by the mechanics of the metagame. You see what I'm saying? Because like other decks may just get stronger. Like other metagame decks might get stronger with the release of another set.
Right, I mean, this is a way to cover their tracks. It's pretty much what it is. It keeps the game fresh. It ensures that they can control the power creep in each individual set and then turn it into a meta that they think will make the game look and feel the best. If they release a whole bunch of cards on top of cards that already exist, as they've done with Goblins and Naxxramas, they're obviously going to create patterns in which people will not be able to play the game the way that they want to, because like let's say you're playing a rogue deck from standard and then Naxxramas comes out and you're forced to switch to all these cards that are completely overpowered in comparison to the standard deck. You're going to have less fun because you've been playing the same deck. But if the game forces everyone to use the same set of cards, it'll be way better.
Exactly, and that's what they're trying to do. That's kind of what's fun about it. The fact that new players can just kind of jump right in with the current sets and be there, and also they'll buy more packs. It does.
I mean, that's any business though. Obviously, they're in business to sell card packs, but this way, instead of having to buy 200 card packs, so they have enough dust to create like every single overpowered card in the game. Now they only need to buy 50.
Right.
So it allows newer players to get into the game faster and for less money. So actually, I think it's less of a cash grab.
I'm not broke.
You know how broke we are. Us blacks.
Oh, I see. You were making yourself...
Us minorities. You're a minority, Sam. You're broke with me.
Am I?
You told me we were the same.
Am I? I don't think I'm anything like you.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it's all that fashion.
Yes, all this high fashion I've been participating in. I just play dress up and now I'm better than you. So they announced a few other things too along with the Hearthstone standard. This is going to be hard. I will get there. They have a new format that they're calling Wild, which is bullshit. I think that's the dumbest name. It's like, oh, we're just fucking taking off our shirts and screaming. Because, like, isn't that funny?
Hearthstone's gone wild.
Yeah, yeah. Hearthstone gone wild. You ever notice that in that show, like, whenever, like, girls remove their shirts, they have to scream. It's like, ah! Like, we've never seen titties before. And
Oh my
as
God.
soon as, like, the nip is exposed, it starts to happen.
It's because they're releasing a demon that they don't know how to control.
Titty demons.
You have freed me.
Margaritas!
Please,
So the wild
continue,
format is
continue.
basically like a top-off version of the game, right? So it's everything. It's everything, like including like the little fun adventures, which I like the best, because I'm a person who plays on the bus, like a little girl, because only girls ride buses. And it's just like going to be that broader game, right? So this is basically what the hell is it called?
It's Legacy.
It's Legacy. It's like Legacy and Modern in Magic. Modern's like the last like 7 sets or something like that, which is basically all the relevant Magic cards since they did like the card redesign.
Oh no, there are some cards they did not reprint.
Oh yeah, no, they
Those
got rid of
cards
some.
are still broken.
So what other changes came with this? The most important thing that I think came out of this is that they're adding more deck slots. So instead of having, which is dumb, you had 1 for every class. Now you're gonna have 2 for every class, which I would argue is
Yay.
still like the biggest piece of shit ever.
Wait, why?
It's like not enough.
Oh, I thought you were complaining that there were too many.
No. There's like definitely like there wasn't enough, and now there is a lot. I think they should still go more, or it should just have like a stupid high cap that you can like pay to get to. You know what I'm saying?
Why even have a? I don't know. Why even have a cap?
Exactly. Why even have a cap? But they're having a cap, so I was just suggesting a method that might be more agreeable. I think 9 free is nuts. Like, if I really like playing Warlock and I want to make 3 Warlock decks, but it leaves no room for other things, right? I don't think that's good design.
To be fair, if someone's making 3 Warlock decks, they probably don't play a lot of other classes.
Right. But still, I still think 9 is low. Like, literally 1 for every class, that's bullshit. And they still haven't even added any of the new classes. And I don't think they will anytime soon. Although I will eat my shoe if, like, the next expansion, the spring expansion, includes another class.
Death Knights.
Death Knights, probably. Then Monks, and then, what do you call the Demon Hunters.
Illidan? Demon Hunter?
Yeah, the Illidan. Illidan. The class is Illidan.
How long until we actually get the next expansion in WoW?
It's still in alpha right now. They're just finally starting to let more people in.
Is it 2016?
It's supposed to be this year by like fall, I think, September.
See, I would have assumed. Then I'm going to assume they're going to release Demon Hunter before Death Knight and Monk. They're probably going to time their release against itself to ensure that people are getting cross promotion between the two. I mean, Blizzard's entire push into esports has revolved around cross branding. I mean, if you take a look at what they're doing with Heroes of the Storm, they're putting $4 million into the game this year, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to a casual viewer because like. Casual viewers like Overwatch is way cooler, I want to watch that. But when you watch Heroes of the Storm, you're like, wow, Diablo looks really fun. I think I'm going to install Diablo 3 again. Or like, wow, they put Tracer in the game. She plays so fun. I can't wait to play Overwatch tomorrow. Like, they're smart about that. I'm going to assume that we're going to have this cross promotion come on. So I'm going to assume that we're going to see the Demon Hunter sooner than the other two classes.
Really? Now that's
actually a fair assumption, though. They better get their timeline together because right now it's not looking like a September release.
Really? Is it that bad?
They're basically designing half of the classes in the game from the ground up.
Jeez.
Just like Enhancement Shaman is completely different. 2 of the Warlock specs are not resembling what they used to be. It's a huge game changer across the way. Not to mention. They're adding basically old talents back into the game again with artifacts.
Yeah.
So I don't see how they're going to finish the game this year. I don't.
This year?
Yeah, I think it's going to be 2017.
I think you underestimate Blizzard. I think we'll see a late fall. I don't think we'll see next year. They always do this, though.
I've been following the alpha pretty closely. They took like a month-long break over the holidays. I don't think they're going to finish the game.
But 1 month shouldn't equal a year, like the 6. You know, well, whatever. So September release would be 3 months. 1 month shouldn't equal three's worth of work.
I'm just going based on how long they took the last couple times, man.
Now, have they released any information on the Warlock Destruction thing?
No.
Because like I know the artifact weapon like makes references to opening beneficial portals, and I like the idea of chaos magic fucking ripping shit up. That's exactly the kind of class I want to play. We don't know anything about that.
No, nope. I'm not allowed to look.
Yeah, that's why you asked us on the podcast, so Kelsey will forgive you if you talk about WoW. We're like little junkies.
New topic.
All right. I guess we can.
Right there. She's right
there. So other thing. Scramble. Kelsey, we're talking about cooking.
All right. Let's move on to this Game Informer article because I know you want to talk about it. The idea here is that Game Informer wrote an article called Season Passes Are Starting to Feel Like a Scam. And I want to highlight this real quick before we start, that this is coming from fucking Game Informer.
Right.
And while there might be points, there might be relevant points in this article, but all I know is that it's written from Game Informer, which is actually a scam.
Yeah.
So I think it's like take one to know one, right? Or like, you know, real rep real, you know? Like
what is that?
Real recognize real?
I don't know, man.
Wait,
like
where did that come from? Where did that phrase come from?
I don't know,
an
Friday?
inner city thing?
It's an inner city thing.
Real rec real?
Black Brandon.
Did I say
Real
Black
Brandon.
Yeah. No, but seriously, I mean, I understand this. I definitely agree that it feels like a scam. I bought a few season passes, and honestly, I never even used them. It's a good cash grab, it really is. But at the same time, it's also a way to incentivize companies to make more content. My issue here is that most of the content that gets made from a season pass is completely irrelevant, and that Game Informer shouldn't be passing judgment on anybody.
Aren't people who sell Game Informer also trying to sell you deals, like the DLC season passes
Yeah.
in the store
Yeah,
at the
wow,
same
actually,
time?
yeah.
They're in bed with these bastards. That's definitely
Wow.
true.
They're literally shit-talking the person they're sleeping next to. It's
Yo.
unbelievable.
Yo, it's like
Papa
fucking somebody and
Papa
texting them,
GameStop's
texting
gonna be
other
mad.
people. Papa
that
GameStop.
writer's gone. This is what was the website with that terrible shooter? God,
Terrible
I don't. There are too many journalism websites. The one that Kane and Lynch, and like it had
Yeah,
the
it
ads
sucked.
plastered all over it, and then the website gave it a 3.5 out of 10.
Wait.
Oh, that's how Giant Bomb got started.
By giving 3s out of 10 to its own content?
No, the guy got fired because he wrote something that shit
Oh,
on the game
yes, yeah,
that they
yeah,
were
yeah, yeah.
advertising. I just don't remember what it was.
God, the whole fucking industry is a fucking scam. I know all of us have seen it firsthand at some conventions and things. Just like the way things go down is kind of shady. Without getting into too many details, it's just a little bit. It's a little bit disgusting. And this is why, like, please do not take this the wrong way. When the whole Gamergate thing started, I was a little bit sympathetic to the cause, and it did turn into fucking people bashing chicks, and it got way out of hand. But like the original outrage was over like the lack of integrity in gaming journalism.
I want to like just for a second just completely disagree with what you said, because I do want everyone out there to take it the wrong way and go fuck yourselves.
You want everyone to think that I'm sexist?
No, I mean, I don't really care what that means. So long as they just get mad about something they don't understand, like they have been for the past 3 years, I think
I
that's
see.
okay. So if you're out
Yeah.
there and you're listening and you're angry, just fuck off right into the sun, please. Thanks. Thank you.
Fuck off into the sun.
Yeah, just right into it. Just, you'll truly become a star like you've been wanting.
I'm
Just
gonna I'm gonna put that in a work email and see where that gets me. Hey, could you have this done by 2 o'clock tomorrow? Why don't you fuck off into the sun, you fucking shining star? There are some people I work with I would love to say that to. Like every time someone goes, "Oh, it's like really hot in the office," like you can go fuck off into the fucking sun. Where I should have picked a cold place. I blew that one. I should have said the other temperature. The point is, don't take it the wrong way when I talk about Gamergate. I'm not like a fat fucking sweaty nerd who just like I need a Sarkeesian.
You don't have to say all that.
Sorry,
Triggered.
you're not a fat white fucking nerd. Does that help?
Yeah,
All right. It is like it's misguided. So like the whole industry definitely has some problems, but like that's every industry. Like there is not a journalism sphere, if you will, that is not corrupt, where the people are not in bed with other people, where people don't get fired over bad reviews and saying the wrong thing or bashing advertisers and sponsors. There's a very real thing, and that is something to be mad about if you know what you're talking about. Otherwise, fuck off into the sun.
yeah.
Basically. So, the thing with season passes is, right, when you make a game, when you develop a game, people know, the developers know the schedule for the game ahead of time. So they're just spitballing like, oh, we'll just add a season pass onto this, right? Like Fallout 4. They were like, oh, community, well, what do you want? Let's see for some DLC. You know, and they're just fucking sitting around on their thumbs and writing down the shit on the whiteboard, probably having meetings where they fucking use terms like norming and fucking picking ideas for DLC. In theory, the season pass is a good idea. If you can promise a clear schedule and structure for content, then I think it's okay to call it DLC.
I think Assassin's Creed 3 actually did it really well. It was like one of the first season passes that came out. It had a clear set schedule of what they were going to do. They're like, this is when it comes out, this is how much it costs, and if you buy it, it will be X amount dollars cheaper. And they had the content out. The content was actually pretty decent. I mean, the game itself wasn't great to start with, but the season pass was actually pretty damn good.
Another
But
game
since then, it's just been like,
Another game that did that right, I think, was Borderlands. They set the standard. They were among the first season pass games, and they just delivered 4 really good DLC. I mean, yeah, some are better than others, like little campaigns, but they all built upon each other, and they built upon the story, and you felt like you got a lot of value out of it if you bought it ahead of time. It was like, what, $30, and you got 4 DLC that they charged, like, independently, like $10 to $15 for? I think that was well worth it. And that practice continued into the other Borderlands games, which I can commend them for. That's what we like to see. I think the idea of a season pass as like a bundle is really attractive if you can promise content to deliver on. I do think it's also a great thing to add later on and call it something else, like a bundle, like a DLC package, as it means to selling DLC, like packaging DLC that would not or did not sell as well, in with DLC that did. Because let's think about it this way: if you have a good DLC that was a $10 campaign and you have a $5 horse armor set, and people fucking hated the horse armor, but if you tack it in there for $12 on the $10 DLC, you've got yourself a strategy here.
Like, the season pass is basically gambling, though. You're gambling money that the DLC that you get is going to be worthwhile. And for the most part, it's not. It's like skins and multiplayer maps and useless junk instead of actual content like from Borderlands or Assassin's Creed 3.
Right, but the thing is, you can know what you're gambling, you can know the game you're playing by the developer, right? Or the publisher, too. We know EA is going to fuck it into the ground. They're just going to throw everything they can on there. Fucking Evolve. Fats, you love that.
I wanna die! Fuck that, dude. Fuck the entire game.
It was so fun at first.
We played that alpha, and it was amazingly fun. It was a good time.
Wait,
I was
which
like,
game?
alright, they can change certain things and make it a lot better. You know, they can change a few of these things, change blah,
You're
blah,
putting
blah,
words in
blah,
my
make it a
mouth.
good
I
time.
said from the beginning that that game was going to be boring.
Okay, that's fine. You win. Shut the hell up.
I'm just
not
saying.
talking about you.
You said
not
you
talking
said
about
we.
you.
You said we.
Me and a few of my other friends who
You don't.
aren't
All
my
right, now
dad.
you're just lying.
Hey,
Hey, it's that joke again.
Yeah.
corny people. We played it, and it was like, alright, this could be better. And then it just came out exactly how it was in alpha, and I was like, alright, this is shit.
That's a thing that should be a scam. If
Speaking of alphas, I'm sorry. Speaking of alphas, Fats, you owe me 10.
Actually, I'm just gonna be the arbiter here.
I don't.
You said that you would give him 10 if he didn't, but you said he didn't owe you anything.
Oh,
if he
you're right.
did.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
I don't.
Thank you, Arbiter.
It took me a few matches to understand and feel better, and it 5Qing makes it not as bad.
Can you talk
Trust.
about that at all?
No.
I can say.
I mean, technically, I can because I don't give a shit about their NDA or their stupid game or their fucking employees.
Hey,
you know what?
Hey,
No,
Stop
no,
let him go.
I
Let him
want
go.
to talk about this. I played a fucking game where we're talking about Paragon for everybody
wait,
out
we
there.
did this already. You already
Yeah,
complained about
you
this.
told this story.
Oh, what, last week?
Yes.
Guys, come on! Why'd you ruin it?
Those guys.
No, we're not doing that this time. No.
Brandon's
I went and
trapped
met
in time.
some of them. No.
I don't give a fuck, man.
That's fine. I'm just saying we already heard you bitch once. I ain't gonna hear it again.
That's fair.
Brandon, do you ever think you just
That's
complain so much that you just like?
It's just he doesn't know what he's complaining about, so he just goes back to it. It just infuriates him so much.
Oh my god, when you're in a nursing home.
I hate chicken nuggets. Like, all right, well we're having pie for the. I hate chicken nuggets.
I was gonna say I love pie.
Fats, you brought up chicken nuggets. That's funny.
Racist.
What? He's an old guy. In this scenario that you came up with, he's an old guy, and they have no barriers.
It's just chicken nuggets.
They
man.
have no like social
Oh,
barriers,
they-
and they have no
super-
bladder barriers.
So be super racist hatred. I hate Purified. Purified's been dead for 5 years. I hate him.
I just like
I hate
I
him.
like the idea of everyone trying to rein you in. Like, no, that's just not what's happening. Like you're just in a place where everyone tries to keep you grounded, but you just can't. Holy shit, that's real nursing homes.
Exactly. This is too real.
Oh my god.
Let's move on.
So other things. So this article, I think it's actually not terrible. The guy Andrew Reiner is not far off the mark. Yeah, it's super shady that he's basically in bed with them. But then again, he's not the retail guy. He's not at GameStop sitting there like, do you want to get your rewards card? And I wouldn't be surprised if he got in some trouble for this.
I wouldn't be surprised if he lost his contract for that.
Let's go to his Twitter. Let's see if he lost his thing.
See, I'm reading his profile right now, and this guy is just like the most vanilla person I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Like-
he likes music. He likes the Super Bowl and video games. This is just
Like,
mean.
His favorite TV, right? He starts off with Black Sails and then does Breaking Bad. And the reason that it irks me is because he put Breaking Bad second. And it's not like it has to be his favorite show, but I feel like he did that just as like, well, it's not my favorite show, but I really like it. Like, I just feel like he's trying to be a hipster, and I hate it.
I hope
Can
you
you
meet
like
him and you
anything?
really like him.
I doubt it. I don't like anyone, and you know that.
I know. I'm glad I got in
like
before
Kelsey?
you hit your quota.
Actually, I met a lot of people at PAX this week that I liked.
Really?
Yeah, me. I was there. It was fun.
I met a guy
10
named
seconds.
Sean Baptist from Adult Swim, who is just awesome, just a great dude. I met a guy named Jake. He works for a company called Game Changers. They're a charity. He was amazing too. Even though I knew him already, I met Elohim, and we actually got to sit and talk. It was just another amazing person. It was weird. I liked a whole bunch of people this weekend, and I think what it is I just hate Salem so much that she just takes it all out of me.
That's his assistant, for those of you who don't know.
It's my brother also. It's a slavery situation. She'll be free one day.
So,
Free from her human.
so can you talk?
chambers.
Free the lizards.
Oh my god, you guys are so mean to her. You don't deserve this, Salem.
She does.
She does.
No, stop! This is mean.
I do Salem for like 3 years now.
Oh my
Yes, she
God.
does.
She absolutely does.
Stop. Well, okay, actually, now that you brought up PAX, can you talk about it a little bit? Like, all of you, except for Chris and me?
Okay, well, I can say that I was only there for 2 days, but Pax South is a baby compared to everything else.
What do you mean? Like, in terms of...
In terms of event,
Is it
show floor,
more
everything.
intimate? Like, is it a better experience? Is that what you're getting at?
No.
Yeah, all that I heard from people on Twitter is that the social events were great, but the show floor was.
The show
Well,
floor was very
I mean,
lackluster in
it was
comparison.
small. It was small. It's just what it is. Like there wasn't a lot of vendors there. But the whole thing to me felt like a social event. I really liked it. I mean, I don't go there to talk
Yeah,
to
they
vendors
basically
anymore.
are for
I
us.
agree. No one goes to... People don't really go to PAX to do all that crazy networking thing outside of meeting people and talking to them as human beings.
I go to PAX to get
That's
laid.
what networking is to me. Oh, can I bring up something hilarious, by the way, about quote-unquote networking?
Go for it.
All right, so
You
there
don't
was
need to
a
ask
Reddit
permission.
thread-
Like,
There was a Reddit thread that came out on Friday night, the night of the Twitch party, where some guy was bitching about waiting 2 hours to get into the Twitch party, only to find out that there's a partner-exclusive area, because he thinks that he deserves to go to the Twitch party in order to, like, talk his stream up to, like, Zeke and co.
Who is this?
Random.
Some
All right,
Reddit
all right.
random.
Listen, I think that
I'll
this
find
is,
you guys it. I'll find it.
I think
Oh,
this is
okay.
important because I am a person who goes to these events specifically to talk to other streamers. Whether it's just trying to find new people to play games with, pick their brains, let them pick mine, things like that. I don't drink, I don't party, I don't sing karaoke. It's just not things that I do. And I could definitely see where he's coming from. But what I can also offer is that every single person in that room worked their fucking ass off.
I'll put it in the chat.
Like we worked our asses off. It's hundreds of hours of work a month, literally hundreds. Sometimes it gets to the point where you don't even understand the difference between being awake and being asleep because you're so drained. So for him to say I waited 2 hours and it wasn't even cold out, it was the middle of fucking Texas. I mean, it's kind of an insult. You want to wait 12 hours to pick Ko's brain? I get that. The dude has I think he hit 7,000 subs.
He did.
He hit 7,000 subs during the week of Fallout when his stream, I think, hit his peak. Whether or not he's still there, I don't
60K
know.
viewers.
But he had 65,000 viewers.
He was awesome.
You think waiting online for 2 hours to pick the brain of one of the most successful people in the history of the industry is a price to pay? Like, homie, you better get a tent and camp it out for a week. The fact that Ko even talks to me, I'm like super fucking humbled, right? But I would wait 2 hours to talk to Ko, and I'm already pretty successful at my fucking job. So whoever you are out there, if you think that those parties are specifically for you to catch some fucking information and get your stream to be better, actually go fuck yourself.
Fuck off into the sun?
No, because he's not a star. He admitted it. And he'll
Ah.
never be a star.
God damn.
Oh my
The
god.
fact
That was a
the fact that he
fantastic
got
burn, by the way.
Yeah, it
The
was
fact that he got
excellent.
upset that he wasn't able to get into the VIP area. People complaining about there being a VIP area at Twitch parties is something that they're newly complaining about, even though these Twitch parties have been happening for years.
Wait, can
they've
I-
always had VIP.
Well, this time the VIP area was fucking segregated, and there was enough room for all of us.
That's rare.
And it's
because it was South. It was much,
coincidentally though, it was also the best Twitch party I've ever been to.
Wait, and you don't like parties?
No, I hate them.
It was a good time.
That
It was
idiot
an awesome time.
should have
I
just
had a
conned
good
his
time.
way
I think This
in.
might have been my favorite Twitch parties too, because there was a karaoke stage. It was lit.
Oh my god.
It was a little
great.
lit.
It was super lit, dude.
The problem with the party from a partner side was that there were two bars, right? I don't drink, so this
There
doesn't
were
concern
two?
me. Yeah, one bar had like all your drinks, your liquor, all the stuff people are looking for. And the other bar was off to the side, super small, and it only had these drinks called Hurricanes. And they were like mostly vodka, but there was so much sugar in these motherfuckers that like you didn't even understand that you were drinking alcohol. And apparently, like the normal alcohol intake for a person, you should have only drank one. They were equivalent to like 5 beers or something like that.
They
and
call
people
them
were
Katrinas
drinking like
in some places.
That's what.
they were drinking 5.
That's
Sounds like a
one of
good time.
That's one of the main things people told me about was like watch out for the hurricanes. I'm like I didn't have any. They're like wait you didn't have any at all you bitch. Apparently South is the place for hurricanes. Also, I really like San Antonio.
I was alright with it.
What
I
is
mean,
that, a
I
GTA
I
game?
liked it.
I could leave it.
I liked it. It was pretty nice. I liked the walking distance of everything. It was really good.
I could leave it. I mean, I'm alright with it. It's better than Boston in March, but this year East is at the end of April.
Godlike. Hopefully
Really?
this time won't be buried in
Don't
snow.
say God.
I thought it was like
I'm going.
I thought it was like next week.
No, it's like April 22 to 24. I looked yesterday.
Oh shit, I
Like,
might go.
Dude, that's so warm. Even for Boston, we're looking at like 50, maybe 60 degrees.
More. We're looking at 50 to
You're not
60.
looking
Shout
at
out to
me.
global warming,
I
man.
live
Shout out
here.
to
What do
Trump.
you
Vote for
mean?
Trump.
Yeah, it's like what does Bernie Sanders say?
what do you-
Global warming is real. And he does his do hand thing, like
Listen, all I'm saying is
Alex
if,
says a good
if
Bernie.
these Republicans out there can keep the temperature getting warmer and I don't have to go to PAX in the fucking blizzards, I'm down. Like, vote for Trump.
But Blizzard's gonna go to PAX. So what are we gonna do?
No, they're not. Blizzard has BlizzCon. They don't give a fuck about us.
Hey,
Oh,
when are we
shit.
gonna start going to that?
Never.
What am I going to BlizzCon for?
He can't go.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're not allowed. Yeah, Kelsey's right behind you with a gun. Like
That's a little extreme.
Kelsey, I swear, I'll just stay near the Overwatch station. She has a rolling pin in her hand, like smacking against her other one.
She has an apron and
As
her
soon
hair's
as-
tied up and everything.
and as soon
Just
as
straight
like
1950s.
there's like a little bit of crossover in Overwatch, wow, it's fucking over.
Fucking, she sees.
Oh, she's in
anything,
chat.
anything.
She's in chat.
She's trying to check, playing it cool. She's
You're
playing it
already
cool.
dead.
It's like a
You guys
hostage
are all
situation.
She sees
I was
anything.
silent, Kelsey. Just let that be known.
Okay. So you're talking about that guy waiting in line, right? Obviously, that guy's a monster penis. That guy is the king of shitters.
Can you put the link in the mumble
I did.
chat for me?
I'll put it in the book.
Okay.
Um,
But
I mean, it's already been dealt with. Tally put a really good response to it.
Yeah. Sam, I just want to be clear. It wasn't just this guy. Like a million
People in the
other
thread.
minor partners in the thread. They're not even partners,
No,
just
no, no.
minor streamers came in
Yeah.
and said, "I feel like Twitch should be setting up these events specifically to build smaller streamers instead of building up larger ones who are already successful and letting them network." That was actually the sentiment being mostly echoed in the entire
Is
thread.
that
which
I have to ask? Is that a terrible sentiment? It's
From a
not,
business
in
perspective?
theory, it's not terrible for the community, right? In theory, going to these things should be beneficial for non-partners. It was for me. Like, I met people, and they knew I wasn't a partner, and it was still good for me. Like,
Are you talking about the party?
all of these things, all of the social events.
Well, I mean, like, Tally actually wrote that.
That was a really good. It's a really
Yeah,
good
it was. He's like, that is a time for us to, like, hang out and talk to each other. Like, I mean, it's time for the streamers to actually sit down and actually talk to each other because we don't have that all day during PAX. It's, let's go to a meeting, let's do this interview, this indie dev wants us to play their game and maybe play it on stream. Me personally, I have to do commentary, then panel. Like, there's a lot of shit that we have to do all day, and we have specific times where we, like, sit down, meet fans. We do meet and greets and things like that. If you want to sit and talk to Ko and meet Ko, he would have spent 3 or 4 or 5 minutes letting you pick his brain when you came up during his meet and greet panel that Twitch schedules. Like, that happens. But if you think you're going to go to a party and, like, grind all up on people and hand out business cards and shit when it's time to just, like, have a good time and relax, like, just fuck off forever.
And how many times do streamers even get to sit down and talk to each other even when they're not doing stuff at PAX? Like, if you're actually streaming, you're working. All this time that you spend at events or at your house sitting behind your computer, you basically don't have time to meet and talk with a lot of these people because all of you are grinding like crazy. It's actually ridiculous. I don't know why Fats sat down at his computer the second he got home. I would never do that shit.
Can't
But
help
I
it.
did.
Can't
Brett
help
did.
it.
You did the
When
same.
He
He
has to
all
sit
the
down as soon as he goes up the stairs.
I mean, I tried to do my 12 hours yesterday after, like, a whole bunch of travel. I couldn't even get through it. I got through, like, 7 hours, and then I was, like,
You hosted
sweating
me, yeah.
profusely, and I
But like
passed out.
you did 7 hours as soon as you got home from a 3-day event. I don't think people really understand how much a lot of streamers put into this. And so, like something like a Twitch party, that's the only time you're ever going to get a chance to talk to these people when you're not working. The only time. And you don't owe that time to anyone else. And I don't think that Twitch should be trying to set it up so that you have to owe that time to people.
Okay.
They set up a meet and greet section.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with you guys like I always do. I do agree, however, that it should be something for the streamers and for streamers to network, to hang out with each other. However, I do think there's something to be said about supporting it. That said, I don't think that the parties should be for non-partners.
Well, what they do is we have the partner mixer, right?
Yeah.
The doors open at 7 or 7:30, and then the randos let in at 9. And then it usually gets so packed that the party is now no longer fun for me and I leave. Because you can't
That's
even
how it
move
usually
anymore.
is. I mean, I stay at the parties longer than Brandon, but you go to the mixer if you're a partner, you get in at 7, you know, you have access to drinks if you want them, hang out with people, meet people, you know, talk to people, have a good time. Other people do the same thing as you every day. You can meet them, pick their brain, like Ian was talking about, just make friends. Industry people are there, devs are there as well, so you can just talk and have a good time. 9 p.m., usually what happens on most of them is, here come all the randoms, and there's no space for the partners to just hang out with each other anymore. Because here come the randoms who are like, I want to get drunk with my favorite streamer and just follow him around all night.
Right, yeah.
Whereas here at South, it was actually like, okay, here's a space just for you guys. Have a good night. And that
And it
to
was a
me
good
was
night.
amazing. That to me it feels so much better.
It's like sitting down in your chair.
And it's not like I don't want to go out and meet fans. Like
But we do that all
specifically,
we do that all weekend anyway.
Right. I specifically go to these events to meet fans. I mean, if you think about how much money I could make by meeting devs and like signing up for like to do things, I would make way more money just sitting at home. I have to pay for flight, hotel. I have to get my pass. I have to pay for Salem.
And
I
when
have to
you're
pay for all the
gone,
food.
While you're
And then
gone, you're
yeah. Plus,
supplicating.
I'm not working. Like I'm not getting my streaming rates or all that other stuff. I make significantly more money when I'm home. I travel these events specifically to meet fans. But one night I like to go out, or maybe 2 nights, and usually towards the end I'm on for 10 hours a day. I want to go out and just like hang out with people that are my peers and my colleagues. Like it's fun, and I want to. And I'm sorry if someone's out there who takes that offensively, because I don't mean it to be offensive to the people who watch me and want to hang out with me. I do mean it offensive to anyone who's a fucking streamer who thinks they're going to go up there and hand out business cards. Fuck you. But for people who want to hang out with me, it's like I am at the show for you. That's why I'm there.
So you think that the people who want to get partnered and be big shots should sweat like the rest of you
Earn
did?
it. Should
fucking
earn
earn
it.
it.
And
Dan made a really good tweet. I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. Dan's Gaming made a really good tweet where he was at the panels and stuff at South, where people made it seem like Twitch should help them grow,
Yeah.
and
No.
Dan responded with, "When you should be doing that for yourself."
Yeah, oh my god, that's
Yeah.
such a millennial thing. Holy shit. Like,
It's
gimme,
like
gimme, gimme.
I'm entitled to my dad making my channel better. Is basically
If-
what it is.
Yeah,
If
my boss should
you
make
have a
me a
channel-
better employee, damn it.
If you have a channel and you don't work as hard as I do, you don't deserve to be.
Okay, let's reel that back a little bit. If you don't work
On
hard-
Brandon's
hard as
level,
I
you don't have
do-
to work as hard as any of them do. You have to do what works for you, truthfully.
Well,
Right.
in my eyes,
No one
if
can
you
reach you,
if you
dude.
don't work as hard as I do, and that doesn't mean you have to put as many hours, but if you don't push yourself to the point that I push myself to, you are not my peer.
That's still ridiculous.
It's so, yeah,
That's because you don't stream as much as I do, but you push yourself just as hard as I do. I just have a higher limit than you do.
But, like, what about people who
No,
just...
you just play Smite all day, man.
What about people like
You're a
me
champion of
who
Smite.
just do it for fun, though? Like,
then it's not about.
but it's not a job for you. It's
There's
not
a few
something.
people. There's a few partners who do it for fun, like Clara. Seriously, Clara does it as a fun thing when she's done with her regular job.
Okay.
And she's partnered because she built a great community. She still works. She works for it just like she works for her regular job, and that's something she does for fun. Whereas just people.
But check it
who-
out. You're proving my point.
No, I am. I'm not going against it.
Oh, okay.
Sam asked, "What about people who don't do it, who do it for fun?" So I'm saying there's people who do it for fun, yet are still successful streamers.
Yeah, she
Whereas
works at it.
there's people who are like, you know what? I'm gonna quit my regular job, be a streamer because it's easy money.
Shout out
you
to
know,
Duke.
it's something I should do. And it's like, bro, I did that, and it took
Not
me
easy.
80 years to get partnered. But I was in a good enough financial position where I could do that. Most people are like, I could just quit and get partnered and get free money all day.
See, that's what I hate. It's like
right.
I got
People
partnered
think of
this
because I
as-
got
yeah.
the viewership. Like it wasn't. I wasn't one of those people that Twitch goes, okay, I see potential in your channel. Here's partnership. When I have 20 viewers, go and try to make a life out of it.
You also got partnered when it was way harder to get partnered.
I got partnered when it was like you had to have 500 viewers concurrent every single day.
Yeah.
The hard times.
Right, and like I
Dark
earned
days
that.
of
And if I
Twitch.
see people out there like demand, like I can't believe I don't have partner and doing all this other shit, and like Puri and Dust, like, I mean, Puri came to me when he wasn't partnered. He's like, it's crazy that I'm not partnered yet. I'm like, no, it's not, you lazy prick. Why don't you start streaming? Why are you talking to me right now instead of streaming? You should be building your community.
The one thing
He
Brandon
did get
told
it.
me, the one thing that Brandon told me that made it real easy was just if you're playing a game, you should be streaming it. And that was basically it. That's it.
One
Yeah, if you're
thing I
sitting on
wanted-
the toilet, you might as well shit.
Honestly,
What-
yeah.
One thing I want to touch
At least
on
give it a
before,
shot, right?
before we drop the subject, though, is that there's also this thing that big streamers owe you, and I just want to from a business perspective, what is a big streamer gonna get from playing a game with a small streamer? They're basically giving you charity. They have there's no cross pollination.
Oh, I get charity
viewership
shit.
Oh,
or
Brandon,
or
you
any-
totally give us all charity. The only reason
No,
I
no,
have people watching right now is because of you.
I'm getting charity. I was talking to Elohim, and I told him hey, he was talking about Smite with me because he knows that I play.
Oh,
I
there
told
we
him,
go.
I told him hey, I'll give you some gems and stuff. Make sure you play the game and check it out for season 3. And this morning he says to me, he's like, hey man, I'm gonna give it a shot. If you wanna, you wanna play, but if you don't want to, I understand. I'm like, you don't have to convince me to play with you. That's not how this works.
You just gotta be willing to deal
I'm
with
supposed to
Brandon.
convince you to play with me.
Gets on knees. That's not how this works.
It's gonna be real hard.
Licks lips.
It was weird. I was really humbled. I don't know why he would want to play with me. I mean, it's gonna
See,
be.
there are people-
Me?
that's the
Little old DM Brandon?
This is the thing that people don't fucking get, is that we're people. Alright, we're not all high and mighty because we have more viewership than you, then we have more subs than you, except Brandon.
There are some people
But,
who act like that.
this-
And
there
No, there
are,
definitely are.
But
Yeah,
there's
there
a
definitely
lot
are. There
more
are.
who don't. There's a lot of people that I've met in all my experience at Twitch who are not like that at all.
In fact,
You know who-
most
you know
of the
who's
top
like
streamers
that?
are super fucking cool.
Do you know who's like that? YouTubers.
Yo,
Oh.
YouTubers are a lot of top
They're evil
YouTubers
pricks.
are awful. I don't even remember which ones they came
That's
to
a good
Smite Worlds
segue.
last
This is a
year.
good segue.
Are we gonna talk
by
about
the
this?
way. Fine.
Yes,
might as well.
All right.
I want to say something zone. I don't fucking know, but Gandhi is sitting there talking to these jerks in the fucking
Warp
in the
Zone.
stands. Warp Zone, yeah. And I'm casting, and I'm so pumped because I look behind Gandhi. I'm like, Scylla Muzenkov, it's coming. He's like, no fucking way, bro, in his normal Gandhi shit, right? And then Scylla Muzenkov gets locked in, and me and him start flipping out, right? And then this Warp Zone jackass starts going, hello, Scylla, just mocking me. I'm like, you are such a piece of shit. And I just said that, and I had my mic on. I thought it was hot. I thought I was going to get in trouble. But no, Gandhi was like, oh shit, these guys are influencers. And I'm sitting here I don't give a fuck, dude. They're pieces of shit. And if you guys are out there listening to this, I think you're a bunch of jerk-offs. If you'd like to come on my stream and debate me on why you're not jerk-offs, I'll give you the opportunity. But until that point happens, I'm going to assume you're a bunch of jerks.
Now that's a debate millennials will watch.
Deblate.
Oh, there's the title of the episode.
Akuza's in the chat, just plugging your YouTube, trying to make them YouTube dollars.
See, I'll never be a jerk off YouTuber because I forget that I have a YouTube every day. That's all Hockside.
Yeah, same.
Same.
Before we segue into that, the theme here, the thing that we always say, the thing that Brandon really you get passionate about, I think, is just that if you want something, go and get it, right? Nothing is going to be handed to you. And this is not the case just in Twitch and YouTube, and it's the case in the fucking world. Unless your last name is fucking Hilton or West, you're fucking not going to get things handed to you, right? It doesn't work that way. I had a similar situation at work. My current position, I'm a one-man department. I need help, and I was like, boss, you gotta get me something. You know what? I need help. I need another person. He's like, you know what you gotta tell me? He's like, look, you gotta get a proposal together. You gotta tell me what this person's gonna do, what responsibilities of yours are gonna be offloaded to this person, and then what is the company gonna get out of what I'm gonna be doing with that extra time, right? So you need to set up that proposal for yourself, and whether that proposal is as simple as committing to it, like, taking a shit while you're on the toilet, streaming while you're playing a game. That's exactly what you need to be doing, and that is, the thesis. You need to put the time in and the effort.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, it resonates true in all aspects of life. If you're not gonna... Go
if
ahead.
that effort's too stressful for you and you're not enjoying it, then don't do it.
Yes.
Like if you think that like getting your sub button is the magical solution to your motivation to streaming, or like
Yo.
somehow that's going to make
It's
it
the
fun,
Twitch G spot.
that's the beginning of the grind. Not
That's when the game starts.
Yep.
Like everything up into your partner button is the bloody tutorial, and then they just drop you into the game. Like that's it.
Yeah, and you got to be a
you
person.
don't know the controls. Like you don't understand
No
the story
equipment.
that's going on. You have no idea what your character is supposed to be doing. Like you're just playing the game.
Right. So obviously we have to segue now into this Fine Brothers nonsense, don't we?
Yeah, hype mode.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, there is a YouTube channel, and I swear to God, I didn't know about them before this thing. I didn't even see their
Same.
videos.
Same.
Alex was like, "You don't know about them?" I'm like, "I don't know. They fucking bunch of fucking retarded looking hipsters. Like they
Hey,
look.
we don't do that.
But his eyes. You know what I'm talking about."
He's got weird. He looks
Lazy
lazy
eye.
He's a
Oh my
chameleon.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
He looks like the dude from was it Mr. Deeds? Mr. Deeds.
Holy
my God.
shit.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi's
Yeah,
character.
yeah. He's got those eyes.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry I called them what I called them, but
And I'm sure he has enough money to get himself a Corvette. I'll be fine.
But okay, so they're this YouTube channel that apparently you should know if you have half a brain. And they came up with this like fancy scheme where they're like, hey, we do react videos and we are pioneers in the format. We came up with it. So, cool, if you want to do your own reaction content, that's great. But not if you're going to use our formula, right? So they started taking down YouTube videos and things, or filing claims. And YouTube's, claim system is shit to begin with, right?
Oh yeah. So bad.
And they started taking out videos that resembled their format. And what they defined as their format is very, very fucking loose, right? And they think it's their intellectual property. They think that their structure, like shot for shot, like the layout and flow, is theirs. It is not. And as a result, the internet jumped down their throats and ran these guys through the ringer. Other YouTubers shit all over them, which is kind of weird too, because that's just like fucking working for Game Informer and writing an article about how shitty DLC is. It's like that sort of thing. So now the discussion is, what is intellectual content? What can you copyright?
All right, like before we get into that, I just want to say that I just could not care any fucking less about this. Like if you're at home and you have never heard of these guys and you have an opinion on what they're doing, just shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Find something else to do. If your life is so devoid of value and entertainment that this is something that you need to concern yourself with, just fuck off forever, please. To the Fine Brothers, and I said this the other day, I think what you did is pretty clever. I think it was probably on paper, it's just stupid. There was a guy not too long ago who did a very similar patent troll, and usually we refer to these things as patent trolls. And he found that pretty much every cell phone company in the world was branding out little hotspots called, quote, MiFi. Literally all of them did it. And they all named it MiFi, and none of them did patents on it. And some guy bought a patent, and he made a whole bunch of fucking money, and everyone had to redo their shit. All right? This shit, I mean, no one's going to be able to quit Verizon. They're like, oh my God, it's ridiculous that you're not allowing MiFi because some piece of shit did this, so I'm not going to watch you anymore, and I'm going to never talk to that guy again. Like, there was no repercussion. They just had to switch it. Now, when you do things like this to YouTubers and you attack people who make content, who have access to the internet, who can force people to pick up pitchforks, I get that. If your favorite YouTuber out there lost a video and got a strike on their channel because the Fine Brothers were a bunch of pricks, yeah, I fucking get that. But if this didn't concern you until this fucking news popped up, just fuck you, man. You need something to do. Play fucking video games. Try to be a Twitch partner. Shit, I'll try to get you into the party. Right? Just something fucking else to do. Please. Fuck.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's so funny. Alright, Brandon has a fair point. If you didn't know anything about it prior, you can probably fuck off. I guess that'll be me. That said, Brandon has gotten me into parties. You shit, DM Brandon!
Oh, fuck
You
me.
shit!
Oh my God.
But the thing that you should take away from this, if you don't know, is like it's sometimes good to look at things a little bit more closely. Even like your favorite content creators, what sort of things are they doing? If you're the people who lock down this situation or Fine Brothers, like watchers, casual watchers who like their shit and like their content, and then didn't realize the shit was going on. I think the people who support them have the right to know that this is the kind of shady thing they're going for. So there's...
they stopped going for it.
Oh yeah, they totally repealed it. It's gone. They're like, oh, we're so sorry. Like, it's...
Also, I just want to state for the record, the way that me and Sam are looking at the camera and reacting to what people are saying could potentially have had this video taken off of Brandon's channel if this had gone through.
Yeah.
So it does apply to us. How's that, Brandon?
It might apply to you. I never look at my webcam. I'm so bad about that. If it had eyes, I'd look at it. I'm good at looking people in the eyes. See, even now I'm having difficulty doing it. Not that anyone listening could tell. Anyway. So yeah, that was a lot of bullshit that happened. It was kind of funny to see the internet. It's always fun to see the internet get together and like fuck up someone's day, right? It's good. Yeah, they're combating like the greed of these two motherfuckers. There's better problems.
There are so many more things that we should be tackling on the internet than fucking
like fucking 2-hour lines to Twitch parties. What the fuck?
See, I was gonna say like, why do we still allow Keemstar to be a person?
Oh, yeah, that guy's,
Like, his whole life is bent around trying to ruin other people.
Yeah.
I don't like, he's actually a bully.
I think I know why you hate him. It's because so many people try to do that to you.
No, I wouldn't give a shit if he did or did not. He can come in my life all he wants. Like, I just don't understand why people put up with bullying so much, and then someone makes a patent on a fucking type of video, and then suddenly the whole internet's up in arms. Like, this dude tried to ruin someone's life who wasn't even guilty of the thing he was accusing him for. And yeah, he got a little bit of heat, and now it's done. Like, the guy almost ruined this person's life.
Who are we talking about?
There was an older guy. He's a RuneScape player. And
we're talking old, like a retired guy.
Yeah, like he's 60-something. And apparently he got arrested for, I don't know, trying to kiss up on teenagers or young 20-something. I don't know, something creepy shit. So then some other 60-year-old RuneScape player is streaming to Twitch, and without doing any research whatsoever, just starts putting this guy's life on blast for being like a pedophile or some shit. And like, that was it. He's like, oh, wrong person, sorry, and that was over. Like, the guy's entire life is just attacking people, and yet somehow we care about other people trying to patent their work. And yes, I get that they weren't the first people to do it. I guess they're not. It's not really their content, but they got the patent. That's how fucking capitalism works. And while I don't support them in their endeavor, I definitely think it's kind of clever. I still don't think they're very nice people. They're kind of assholes for doing it, but it's not illegal. It's immoral. It's not great. What this guy did was straight up fucking libel and slander, and yet he still has a job. How? Like, we need to pick our fucking battles.
You right there?
You got it, Dad.
I know the guy is a tremendous asshole.
His hashtag is drama alert, and that says everything
Wait,
you
are we
need to
talking
know about this
Keemstar?
motherfucker.
Yeah, where have you been?
What the fuck?
I asked who, and he just said, like, numbers. 50-year-olds, 6-year-olds. That's all I heard.
Oh, well, we're sorry. Oh, you got it now, right? Does it all make
Yeah,
sense?
thank you, Dad. Thank you, other minority.
So, and the other important thing to realize, like, too, when it comes to blind rage and drama, yeah, in cases like the Fine Brothers, they're being assholes and they know it. However, what we should not do is Keemstar it up and try to ruin those guys' lives. They fucked up. They're pieces of shit. They know they're pieces of shit. They repealed it. But we shouldn't try to seek to destroy their lives and their content, because let's not forget that they're a company of people who also work there, who may have had no hand in that sort of thing. And that's totally unfair to them. You have to... God, this is such like a Mother Teresa moment for me. But you have to remember the person behind the screen. There's somebody behind every computer. You know?
Hi, Mom.
Okay, Riot Light.
Oh,
Thank you.
Come on.
Speaking of never mind.
No, yeah, we should save it. All right, so that's gonna bring us to an end here. So thank you guys for sticking with us. It's been an odd night for us to do this podcast, so thank you for that. We did not do one last week, so we did one today on Tuesday. We will not be doing one this Sunday because of the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna try to compete with that. I know you guys are all a bunch of fat fucking sweaty
Sports
nerds
ball.
who are not gonna watch sports ball.
I'm
I'm watching
excited.
sports
I can't
ball.
wait to watch it.
Wait, really? I couldn't tell you the two teams in it.
Same.
Then,
Panthers
help
versus
me.
Broncos.
oh my God, Brandon just
That's
like gonna
racist.
fucking
Oh, I'm triggered.
take notes of the Super Bowl. Like, how come they don't give us casters this? They don't give us casters that. Ugh.
Triggered.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Before I wrap this up, we should do a hypothetical. I was bad. We didn't do a guided
Oh, okay,
meditation at the
okay.
start. I'll come up with something. take each of you is going to come up with.
Wait, before we start that, can I just say one thing?
Oh, go ahead.
Final Fantasy Explorers is fucking amazing.
I'm sorry. What is
All right.
that? No, I'm not gonna entertain this. No, end of the show.
God damn it.
You almost got me. Nice try, Fats.
It's pretty good.
I saw through it. Mm.
Yeah. He-Man.
What you? Each of you is going to come up with a thing in a video game, like a mechanic or a trope or something like that, that you absolutely fucking despise, and try to find something good in it. Try to find the nice, warm, fat fucking nugget, juicy piece in there.
I got this. Turn speed in Dota.
Wait, you're doing that thing again where you forget where we talked about something that we already talked about.
No, I gotta find something good in it.
Oh, okay.
Turn speed in Dota is the dumbest stat in a MOBA. The idea that you will not be able to turn and dodge the way that you would be able to almost in real life is ridiculous to me, when almost every other MOBA follows that format. What's good about it is that people who have really shitty gameplay mechanics will be able to kill other people because they're not able to dodge. So enjoy your casual fucking game.
Okay, Fats.
I'm not as passionate about disliking things.
You can also just find an absurd good side, like I'm planning on doing when we get to me last.
Oh, well, how about this? Crits in Pokemon.
Explain
In
it.
Generation 1, crits were based upon the speed of the Pokemon. So if you were a faster Pokemon, you crit much more often.
Wait, really?
Yes.
That makes sense, though, doesn't it? Like
Gen 1. There's one really fun area in the game after you beat Misty. Yeah, we gotta beat Misty, by the way.
Okay.
Um,
all right.
I beat to Misty.
Where you can walk into a patch of grass and run into a level 9 Pidgeotto. And normally Pidgey evolves into Pidgeotto at 18. It's a level 9 Pidgeotto with the same stat accrual as a Pidgeotto. So it's obviously way faster than you. And being able to run away was based on speed as well. So he always kills you.
Nice.
So what's
what's
good about
what's
this?
good about this?
What's good about it is you get that Pidgeotto. And you beat that fucking game.
Okay, alright, Chris?
Okay, I fucking hate hit percent stats in fucking strategy games.
Oh,
I fucking
God.
can't
XCOM.
stand that. Oh
Explain
my
it.
god. Okay, so in XCOM, and actually, to be fair,
Fire
this is
Emblem as
most
well.
strategy RPGs, except for like Advance Wars, which is the best one. When you try to hit something, you have a chance to hit or miss it, and regardless of how well you've set up your fucking squad on the map, in most games, it is very hard to get a 100% chance to hit. So even if you have like a 95% chance, you can miss, and then the enemy can fire back at you with a 20% chance and kill you in one shot. And that shit pisses me off.
So what was the good part about
Yeah.
this?
The good part about it is that it's funny to watch people get mad at it.
Oh, okay.
That's all I
Twitch,
got.
watch on Twitch.
Yeah, that is the reason why Twitch is so popular. That and really fun parties that you can't go to.
Oh my god.
You can go to them. You're just, you know.
You gotta get DM Brandon to bring you in. Hey, I'm with DM Brandon. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm friends with DM Brandon.
Oh, you're fine. Come on in.
Yeah, oh sure, great. And actually just get him and say, "Fuck you, nerd," and they let me in. That's usually the sign that they know I know Brandon.
I will say, if you tell someone from Twitch to go fuck themselves or fuck you nerd or whatever you just said, you're
And then
probably
say
not going to
DM
get
Brandon.
Oh, I know, no, I meant...
And no, then you're gonna say DM Brandon said to say it. Then it's like, oh.
Wait, we're giving ideas to the Reddit! Cut the podcast! Cut the feed! Cut the feed! That's me slamming the button to cut the feed. Anyway,
The red button.
things I hate in video games. Fucking unskippable tutorials. You're going through a game and you've played it before, or you've played games in that genre, and you have to sit through a fucking tutorial, and it's worse if it's fucking turn-based and there's dialogue in the middle, and you sit there and you're fucking frustrated,
Kingdom
where you just
Hearts
want to
2.
play, especially if you're just starting that game late at night because it unlocked late, or you just didn't get home from work yet, and it fucking makes you crazy. The good thing about that, you can fucking come before the game starts.
I have a question about Final Fantasy because I don't know anything about it.
No one's gonna touch that at all?
Is Squall a cool character?
Are you kidding me, Fats?
No.
Are you
No,
kidding
Squall-
me?
Squall,
I held that joke!
Generally speaking,
Get shit-
Squall
Everyone's
is-
ignoring me! No, you're talking about Final Fantasy! This is bullshit!
All right, go ahead, make your joke again. I'll react. Go ahead.
It was just
Oh,
saying.
okay,
You can
I'm
come
saying,
before you
like-
finish the tutorial. Who cares?
What?
Is
No,
Squall
come on.
cool or
Let
not?
him make the joke.
Okay, so when you're playing a tutorial video game and like you can't skip it and you get frustrated because you know what to do, you know the buttons, you've played the game before, it sucks, it's really frustrating, you're wasting your time. But you can use that time to fucking nut before the game starts.
That's his joke. It's a typical Sam Seaman joke, okay? Is Squall cool or not?
No, not really.
No.
Wait,
I
come
don't
on!
I mean, like, he's just a
This is
bit
bullshit!
too
Cut the
whiny.
feed! Cut the feed!
He's just too whiny. Like, he's one of those people that feels like everything should be handed to him.
So he's on the Reddit.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, he's generally very skilled. He's a good swordsman. He's good looking. He's top of his class.
No,
et cetera,
I'm not
et
letting this
cetera.
continue. We're gonna end this. We're gonna
No,
end
no,
this.
no. Is Aerith cool?
No, you're still ignoring me!
You can't ask DM that question.
By the way, did you guys see what I got Salem for Christmas?
Christmas
The
passed!
Sephiroth thing?
The picture of Sephiroth
Sephiroth
killing
killing
her.
Oh my god. Alright, well that's gonna be it for us guys. So yes,
Success.
like I was saying, very funny. Okay, clap it up. You guys got me. You got Smatter. He's a stupid dog.
Thank God this tutorial is over. I can nut now.
Nah! We will do something next week. It probably won't be on Sunday because of the Super Bowl, because Brandon doesn't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I got 8 wings or something. If you could, kindly, rate and review on iTunes. That's super fun. That's really good for exposure. Since we've moved this podcast and started putting some of the previous episodes on Brandon's YouTube, we've been getting more viewers, more listeners. So please, if you like what you're seeing, don't comment on YouTube because the things that are on there are really stupid. And I really want to read through some of the best ones because they make me dumber for having read them. But also, I'm going to send out a link via Twitter to a feedback form. Can only get better with your help. This is technically still new to us. This is episode 15. Yeah, that's a lot. That's better than most new podcasts do. But I'm taking steps to make this better. I know there's a lot of things you might not like. Don't focus on what you like, what you don't like. Focus on what's working, what's not really working. Those are very different things to explain. Are we going to weigh in on that, Brandon?
No, don't talk to me.
Oh, okay. Now you respond. Be sure to just be constructive. Like, what could be better? Like, if the sound is wrong, if things are crazy, or if you don't like the format, tell us. Or if you think something that can add to the format, please tell us. I will provide a link to that, and it will be in the chat during the podcasts. At the end of the podcast, we can make it work. We're going to make this better. So with that, follow us at Twitter. I'm at JuiceMatter. Brandon's at JuiceDM. That's D-I-E-M. Fast is at Zufats, Z-U-F-A-T-S. And Chris, you are at JuiceCyan.
Juice Chris.
Juice Chris, sorry, whatever.
I'm not a juice, Chris. You
All
won't
right,
find me there.
so thank you all for listening. It's been really fun, and catch you on the flip